Testicles 1, 2, 3.
Boy.
Testicles 1.
Testicles 1,
2,
2,
3.
3, 2, 1. Testicles.
All right, looks like we're working.
Yeah, we
Like
definitely
we're
working.
working.
Swimwear.
All right. Welcome. L'chaim, my brother,
My brother.
to the cipher. The hyper. The humbler.
Podcast.
I'm your host. And I forgot my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. I don't know what I did with it, but I'm about to hit.
Baby.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Baby.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Baby.
My brother. And we just want to start this one off by congratulating the big egg yolk,
Egg Jokic.
the big joker,
Yeah.
on his first championship in the Murray.
And to do it for a town that never won one.
Yeah,
Low
man.
marketing.
And
Hey,
the
you
rest
see
of the
how they
light
trying to
skin
push for
bandits.
him being the best center ever?
Already?
Yeah, bro. They
Yeah,
already.
I mean,
that's
dropping
true.
triple doubles in your first little joint is crazy.
I mean, he broke some records this time around.
dropping
Let's
triple doubles,
make no mistake.
triple dubs.
Lot
But
of
this
those.
early.
Hey,
But this is
Wasn't
what I
it the
don't like
first
about
30,
the NBA.
2010
This is
games?
politics, though, man.
First 30, 20,
hey,
10.
it's
Because
entertainment.
they gotta make sure that they have some type of branding for the future. So I understand it.
30,
Mhm.
20.
No,
And
I
10.
get it. I don't know. I'm not knocking the guy.
How many?
I'm just
side
saying,
note,
just to have that talk this early. That's all I'm saying.
how many rings did Wilt get?
I forget.
Not a
You have
lot.
to look it up.
All right,
Not a lot.
Well, anyway, I say that because they
He's definitely could be in the talk with.
like they keep bringing him up with Wilt. Is
Really?
is what
Yeah,
I'm-
'cause-
Oh, with those, because of those type of numbers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Will in his time, man, they only played 2 games for the finals.
Hey man, that you know,
And then with Russell, it was only 3.
that
Wow.
can make it tougher.
You know that? Like
I didn't.
going 7 games didn't come to like later.
What, in the 60s, 70s?
I probably so. Don't quote me, but
Okay.
around that time, because I believe, because I can remember even playing the video games when we was younger, where it was like the best of 5.
Right. The best
You know what I'm
five,
saying?
sure.
Then it turned into the best
2
of 7.
rings.
But I can't recall when it happened. What you say?
2 rings.
2 rings.
2 rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he could be in that conversation with him as far as like
You know,
skill
he
wise.
breaking records. He
Yeah.
breaking some Wilt records type shit.
Well, I think he's the best skillful player.
I mean, I wouldn't put him
Skillful
at the very top yet, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, when you're a center, you kind of got that. Like, if you're a great center, you got that edge already over. You take a leap over a lot of people.
I mean, 7 foot standing on
It's a
everybody
big
else.
man's game.
So would y'all think that? Okay, because this is what I was thinking about. Like with Shaq, even though Shaq was very, very dominant, he still had to come across Hakeem.
That's a fact.
Skillful.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm saying we having too big of a conversation because he was really bully balling the whole playoffs.
was.
You know what I mean? So it was like
People got jobs.
we haven't
just
seen
because of
anybody
shit.
that could really try to kind of like keep him from getting.
You only
close to the
faced the
basket,
shell
but
of
he's
AD.
actually fighting a challenge and overcoming the challenge. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he faced the
That's what
shell
we
of
be kind of
AD.
looking for sometimes.
True.
I
But
mean,
the
all the
evolution,
time.
the evolution of the game, man. In the great words of the great Jerry West, who was on the podcast, P. We got to change with the times. Let's accommodate these skillful bigs that can pull out that 3 and bang a little bit down low.
Oh no, that's
but
happening.
he's not, as far as athletic. Jokic is not an athletic dude.
Shit,
I
he
rarely
made-
see that kid dunk.
I mean, You right.
I mean, but you getting the job done.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I'm just speaking to like.
I seen him jump. He just didn't get off the ground that high.
Yeah, because even he does like this little hop.
Yeah, it's a scoop.
because he pushing people out the way.
All right, here's a question. You brought up how Wilt and Russ game was back in the day, but you said it like it was easier. I got the question like, say you see the NFL, it's one shot and you know what I'm saying, any given Sunday, even if you was the best the whole season, even if you the better team for real, you got one shot that one night. And I always felt like that made it even tougher than 7 games.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got time to clean up your mistakes
strategize.
and
Exactly.
all of that stuff.
Exactly.
So do you think that it was tougher to get a ring in the days where there were less games in the finals?
Not when you have a
tougher now?
Jokic type of situation. That's the point I was trying to make. Because let's think about it. He's bigger where the game now has become small.
Smaller, right.
So now they're going to have to reevaluate now because now we have a Jokic and now we need big bodies again when we were just trying to get rid of it because the standard was Golden State.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it may have been harder for other teams, but when somebody like Wilt came into the picture, easy bucket to the point where he could score 100 points and score 50 points in the season because he's just that dominant until a Russell comes and then he's really challenged. That's what I'm saying.
With the 3 game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, with 3 games. And then you're actually going to get somebody that challenges you.
Yeah.
Because how long are we going to root for somebody who always just hop in the ring and then he's knocking everybody out? Like we was loving that with Mike Tyson.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then it got to a point where we wanted to see a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What you think
with the Golden
you
State
think?
era.
You think the 3 games is tougher or the 7? Because I think I see what you're saying, but it's like, well, if it's not like in a 7-game series they're gonna all of a sudden have a Russell come out of nowhere. If they didn't have a Russell in the 3, they still ain't got a Russell in the 7. You know, what's the name still gonna dominate whether it's 3 or 7.
Right.
So do you think the 3 or the 7 is tougher?
I say 3, simply because it's shorter time, so you have to hone in on things earlier.
You gotta make those
7,
adjustments
you feel
quick.
like you have.
I mean,
a little
it's
bit
more.
time,
It's more riskier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like with the 7, you feel like you have a little bit more time, but it's always predicated on momentum.
We gotta put more respect.
But I have to challenge that because I'm just like, who you playing against at the end of the day?
I mean, that's always the variable.
What was the skill set? What was the skill set of the Knickerbockers?
He was talking about that earlier.
but still, regardless.
I'm talking about the basis of 3 games. If let's just say both teams are even. Let's just say both teams are even for the sake of it.
Okay, so now
because the dominant players are going to
side.
dominate a series no matter how long.
But that's why that was my whole point of making.
Is it easier to strategize with 7 games or 3? Like which one is harder? 3 games strategization.
I do believe.
Or 7 games strategization.
Well, let's ask Miami, who tried to strategize over and over again and it didn't work.
I mean, but they didn't have 7 games to do it either.
And they have a full
But
roster.
I'm just,
I
understand all that.
But those two teams wasn't even.
I don't think it make it harder. I think it make it riskier. Because you still have the same game. You see what I'm saying? It's like whatever was going to happen in that game was going to have its outcome. Mm-hmm. So the game itself was either intense within the game, but even though somebody could come and try to strategize for the next game, it's still just change the risk, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes it harder.
I think
because you're asking if it makes the game harder, which one is harder? And I'm saying, who are we playing against? Because in order for the game to be harder, that team has to have a defensive scheme enough that's going to make the game harder.
Let's clarify.
I mean, that's super detailed.
Right,
Let's clarify.
Exactly.
When you say the game, are you saying individual games within the series, or are you saying the game of basketball?
I'm saying within the game, like people setting pick and rolls and.
But okay, so the question isn't necessarily does the game within the series become harder. It's does the series themselves necessarily become more, let's say, I guess harder is one thing, but it's more to say like, was the achievement of winning in a 3-game series higher than an achievement in a 7-game series because the stakes are higher and it's risky. Like I feel like it has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's risky.
Like of course the stars are gonna shine in a series no matter how long the series is. It's gonna be a tough game no matter what. It's the playoffs, it's the finals. So each game is gonna be tough. But you have less games to make mistakes. Like Darvin Ham went into this last playoffs. He played a couple of those series like he knew he had 7 games to deal with.
Right, exactly.
When you don't have that, you have even less than half of that.
Right.
Changes everything. And I feel like
it changes the whole dynamic of the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying more riskier instead of saying harder, because I'm thinking about the game itself. If y'all just talking about just on a playing field, then I can understand y'all point is valid. But if we talking about the actual game and everything that comes with it, then there's a lot of variables that play into that. That's why I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're basically saying the same thing. That's what it sounds like to me.
The NBA is gonna change back to the old way.
Because if they changed it to 1 game
for the finals, that'd be crazy.
No, listen, it'll make the game way more intense.
Way more intense.
Now I believe that'll make that now. This proves y'all point. This part, because it's 1 game, they're playing way more harder. And the stress of trying to win.
That stress is bigger, goes up. It's like
now thinking about that.
How clutch did
thinking
Bill
about
Russell
that part
have to be? You know
because when you're making that mistake and it's the only game left, you know LeBron, you be pulling his hair and already going.
That's why I love the NCAA, man.
It's gonna be. It
be that 1 game. You be like, ooh.
Talk about it's going down to the wire.
To
you
the
know
wire.
Yeah.
All the way to the double zeros.
So I can see. I can see what y'all saying. You know. But that's why I had to question it, because I'm like, we really needed to define it.
Detailed, oriented. But shout out to Denver, man.
Yeah, congrats.
Crazy we started off with basketball.
Absolutely,
first.
congrats.
What's going on in the world, fellas?
What's going on you know anything going on in the world?
No, man, I've been really trying to focus and get some things done.
That's what's up. I'm on the same
personally.
Path.
I've been on a personal journey. I have not been
at the worldly tether.
I've been on my spirituality, getting back to my spirituality lately.
Oh. You know what? We had some callers out there say they like when Uncle L get into his preacher bag.
Okay. Hey, shout out to them callers out there.
Go ahead. You already
right. You tapped
in. Go ahead.
No, but seriously though, I've been studying the Nazarene.
What is that?
Okay, so Yeshua was a Nazarene.
Okay, Nazareth. Okay,
Jesus of Nazareth, right? So, I wanted to study what that meant. You know, I heard somebody talk about it some years ago, and I was gonna get into the study, but some reason I didn't. But and it's beautiful too, because it unlocks even more of who we are
as people.
Yes. So check this out. So in Israel, it says if a man or a woman decides to take a vow, the vow of a Nazarene, and then it goes through all the different steps of what he do. Like he can't eat grapes, he can't eat dried grapes.
Wait, what?
Yes, and he cannot cut his hair.
Nice.
And it says that his locks.
Oh, Solomon was a Nazarene.
His locks. So a Nazarene was fasting when his hair would grow.
Wow.
While he's letting his hair grow, he's actually fasting unto God. He's dedicating himself, consecrating himself from the world to divide himself. So
say word.
Yeah, so you're letting your beard grow.
Say word.
And letting your hair grow is a way of praying to God. So Jesus was born as a Nazarene. So there's evidence that he was black because it says locks. But I think that's why too they're gonna argue that they twist their hair on the side right here. But
man,
that's
that
another
ain't,
whole
bro.
other conversation.
Right. I get that.
Hey,
Hold
hold on, real quick. I was walking out of Kroger's, bro, and I seen one of the families with the sands, bro. The whole and it was fitted too, like straight off the farm.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
straight off the farm, and I was just walking, and I was just like, I seen them walk by. I was like, nah, son.
Yep.
I feel like they cheating or something.
They are.
Cause like at Kroger's,
they got it.
What
right,
you doing
bro.
at Kroger? No.
What you doing at Kroger's?
Ain't they supposed to be getting all their stuff off the farm? What they
the
doing at
farm.
Kroger?
No, they just not dealing with technology.
I feel like Kroger's got technology.
No, you cheating. He said they cheating.
Wait. Okay, hold on, fellas. Hold on.
Boy, you was crazy.
You said they don't deal with technology. Are you talking about the Amish?
Yeah, son.
You seen the Amish today?
Oh, me not today, but the other like 2
I
days
see them on the
ago.
Greyhound all
Bro,
the time.
Come on, son.
On the Greyhound all the time. See, you think they cheating?
Yeah,
You bought a ticket. How did you buy a ticket? That's where he coming from.
Right.
Did you
I'm
use
just
money?
I'm just like,
Right.
Or did you have shillings?
It's like you messing
Give
up.
me my
son.
shillings.
Give me my shillings.
All right, that was cool. Back to what you were saying.
All right, but the Nazarenes.
Yeah, the Nazarene. So basically, they lock their hair up and they let it grow.
Nice.
So that's why when they grieve, they would cut it all off.
Mm.
When they was grieving and when they was in pain, they would cut all their hair off. Because
Wow.
yeah, so which explains why the story of Samson.
I said
He
that.
was a Nazarene.
I said,
Man,
or
I
did I
gotta-
say Solomon?
I gotta stop
forget.
thinking like I think, man.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they went bald when they were sad. Is what you saying?
Yeah.
Like straight, no buzz cut.
I'm talking about cut it. They culture is it's different. It's definitely different.
You see a nigga bald.
So Samson was a Nazarene.
Yeah.
Nice.
And his strength was in his
you
hair.
see a bald nigga walk around, you just like, damn.
No.
They got me.
I-
G.
I know that.
No, seriously. And people will come up to you. And people will come up to you and probably pray for you or something like that. You know what I mean? Or bless you because they see that you actually grieving.
Man, that is deep though.
That is.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. I've been getting deep into it. So,
That's fire. See, that's why we keep this guy around. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
The guidance is real.
No, that's
man.
heckin' fire. Like,
Yeah, I know. When I read it, I was like, "This
Man.
is so powerful."
For sure.
You know, I'm about to come with a vid too.
I already
Going
know.
into it, yes, sir.
And that's another thing. As a matter of fact, we need to get on that.
Yeah, because I've been back on my Hebrew, learning that again. Like,
Yeah, we some historians out here, people. Just so y'all know.
like Yeshua
We be
Mashiach.
with it.
Yeah, I got to get
I've
back
been-
on my language learning.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. So yeah, man, I ain't been paying attention to the world. Besides stocks, though,
I mean,
Okay,
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For the
Here and
companies
there.
that I've been looking into, just
but
trying
you
to
ain't
learn.
been paying attention to the broader market and what's been going on from a political science standpoint.
Not all of it, no. But what are you? Look, he throwing shots, y'all. He throwing shots.
One thing I do believe I read a news clip. I gotta look after this at my news, but I do believe the Fed decided to pause rates this time around.
I did hear something about that. Somebody else was talking about that
What rates?
on social media.
it's all rates.
The same rates that was raising that was keeping you from getting a job.
Heck yeah.
Them rates was paused. Them joints was paused.
Appreciate it.
Right, yeah.
So right now it's at a fixed rate.
Appreciate it. Maybe I'll get that call back this week.
Man.
Maybe I get that call back this week.
Yeah, it's been hectic out there in the job world.
Man.
You know, everybody they picking and choosing, and I can see why they won't want to replace us with robots.
For sure.
We're just getting on a different level, and the numbers with looking at the people that are like trying to be entrepreneurs versus actually working for companies,
Mm-hmm.
it's changing. We're in a new time.
I got something for the content creators out here, aka us.
Speak on it.
YouTube has went down.
What you mean it went down?
On subscribers. What you gotta do? How much you gotta get to get paid?
Yeah, after that, and
like there's some investments on his page,
Yeah.
which got us up there, but you know what I'm saying, and that's good because now it's finna accumulate.
Hey man, we about to do this thing.
It's finna accumulate now.
We about to do this thing.
Where you at right now? 1.1, 1.2?
It's at 1.02.
Oh, nice.
For y'all that don't know what's going on, we talking about the one of the many pages that my boy right here got. I don't even know which one it is.
Yeah, man, we just wanted to get into. I wanted to test. You know, when you're investing in a little marketing in your channel, you know, there's a lot of things they don't go over that I can tell that they just automatically have a presumption that you already know this part. Well, a lot of them are doing the hard work as well, so we don't want to take away from them. But a lot of times they are just investing to get their page monetized, or should I say paying somebody who is a professional in marketing to get your channel monetized.
Well, we're going to go into that even deeper.
Yeah.
Another time.
Because that needs to be talked about.
Yeah,
it needs to be talked about.
But before we go into that, I think what I was thinking more is like, let's shout out the pages that we have and that we working on and working towards.
Man.
How is your specifically? What are you doing right now?
Okay, so
social media shit.
On the sports side, on my side, people, we got two. We got the AAU film session classes. It's Killer Instincts, and right now it's just film for them. But later I'm gonna break it down as far as like it being like detailed, like Kobe was, and I'm gonna be pointing out just easy mistakes on both ends of the teams where guys can make earlier passes and better reads. And then we got, of course, the Balling Out Loud page podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get linked up with that. And we definitely got to schedule something soon. But we'll talk about that off camera. But, yeah, man, follow them pages, bro.
What type of content you putting on the Balling Out Loud?
Balling Out Loud would be a lot of training, a lot of, like, teaching. A lot of teaching as far as form shooting, you know what I'm saying, angling when you dribbling, how to get downhill, being more transparent in certain situations, learning how to be a ball screener. I can emphasize that enough. But it'll just be like the details of the game.
You gonna take like content from just your work, or like you gonna use like
I'm gonna use a little bit of everything. I'm gonna use a little bit of everything. I got some overseas joints that I'll be following too. So just to give a platform bigger than just NBA or college, because when you get out of high school, man, if you want to, you can go professional, straight up.
Was you about to add something?
Yeah, I was gonna say we also do cover NBA, just players, drafts, all basketball,
right,
period.
You on Balling Out Loud too.
Right, exactly.
Like, so y'all kind of share
for sure
the responsibility for that, and I know you got another edition of the vision for what you
because we got these because we got another page too where it's just really talking about truth, whatever truth I feel like I just want to share. Then we have the L Productions page as well, where you'll see more of like my music, our music that we make with each other would be, on there as well. And trying to think of what other channel there is. Then besides myself, that's it. You know what I mean? And then it's the Facebook thing that I'm trying to get rolling too as well.
But the Facebook is some of the same domain name type of pages.
Yeah, right? Some of them, but there's one particular where that I'm trying to get my artist page connected to all that other stuff. Because remember, I had to go change the name and stuff like that. So that's why I'm not really mentioning that right now until I get a name for it. But yeah. That's what we got going on. That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it as far as our channels.
Okay. Yeah, and merch coming for that soon.
For both Humbler and
Balling y'all out.
Yeah, we already started on the web pages and everything.
Exactly.
And I got the kind, and the scrolling in the picture being that middle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta do a photo shoot and stuff like that. So
That's a bet.
Yeah.
So right now I'm going through creating the
I
little
got a
panels
guy I
and
can
everything. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna work
I
that
got
out.
multiple guys I can call for a photo shoot. That's easy.
Yeah, we're gonna work that out. What's the next topic? You got anything else?
Oh,
Wait, did you shout out any of your pages?
that was the next topic.
He didn't go over none of his.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure y'all had, because I know my shit is like, at least it's more presentable, but it's like the last few months I've been kind of shooting shots towards those for people who have been keeping up with everything we doing.
Okay. Okay.
But I know Balling Out Loud and a few of the things that that you got needed to be explained and made aware of for anybody that follows this. And I need you to make sure that you keep whatever promises you just made to the camera.
Of course.
for everything that you got going on. Me personally, I got most of my pages are connected to Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff. We got we got the comic book that I'm working on, J Moore Manga.
Man, y'all gonna love
that is something crazy.
For all my anime heads, y'all gonna love that.
That's just,
man, I ain't even just saying that just because he fam. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's nice. It's more than nice.
real manga readers, bro. Y'all,
Appreciate that.
Hey man, and
Tap in,
it's
bro.
our people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna make it even more beautiful.
So I'm slowly working on that in the background. That's probably taking the most time to get done. But
Of course.
then we've got, of course, the Humbler page. Don't sleep on the Black Outlaws page. That's been kind of barren right now, but that's where most of the jokes usually and the skits and all of that stuff usually go and come from.
Mm-hmm.
Got my main J Moore James page. That's where everything kind of segues, and then you got J Moore Music, which is beats and songs, which is basically the next thing that we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, we got J Moore Live for the video games, J Moore Fit for fitness, and I want to say I do believe that's it. But back to the music, just dropped a new single last week.
Go cop that.
Oh yeah,
Go cop that single, bro.
Yeah, hey,
Cop that single, bro.
Hey, look.
Courtesy of me, lyrically,
Yeah.
and this guy right here, musically.
All I did was kick him in the shin. He just come just with a whole combo. I was just like, why you knock the guy out that fast, bro? He just go kill it. You know what I'm saying?
But
Blah, blah.
I don't know. What I meant to do before we did this was be like, hey, yo, AJ, I want you to ask me about the single.
Right.
And then I was going to be like, and then ask me this, and then ask me that. But I forgot to do it. And
so we have to improvise.
Yeah, so now we got to improvise. So, I mean.
I thought we was going to go to an outro with the single playing, but that's just
neither
here nor there.
I mean, that can come in later. But you know how to interview, bro. Give me a question or two.
All right, man. So we talking about the single. The single is called Enigma. So just expound on the title real quick.
I like that word.
Yeah.
And I told you, this nigga know, man. I really gotta hire this nigga one of these days. All right.
Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of verbalists out there. I know y'all out there. So expound on that. Why Enigma?
So when I came up with that, I mean, I didn't really have a concept for the song.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard the beat, I was just like, okay, I gotta just fucking. I always say Wayne style. Like
I can see that.
I know it's a lot of people that probably did it before, but just like whenever I get in that mode, I always think of Wayne. So I was like, oh, this is one of those Wayne style joints where you just gotta go crazy. And it's funny because I let somebody at the gym hear it the day that it dropped, and they was like, I at first I forgot. I thought it was Cole that I was listening to, and then I thought it was Kendrick Lamar in a second, and then nigga was like, the beat sound like a Millie, and I was like, I never put that together.
Wow,
it do a little bit.
It does. It does.
But
okay,
so all of that put together,
that.
right. I was like, okay, that I didn't think of that. So I put all of that together, but from the time when I started writing it, or when I wrote it, I was just on that, like, let me do some Wayne stuff. When it got done, I was listening to it, and I was just like, I don't know what to call it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I didn't have no hook or nothing on it. And like when you think of the word enigma, like it was basically that,
right,
like
exactly.
it was defining itself in that way. And then the way that I approached it, like the little weird singing, and then I got a couple of different flows because the beat is changing up. It's just unorthodox. It's different. I remember Wayne was calling himself an enigma at some point, and so I named it Enigma.
Okay, okay. Now the cover. Now, it's been
hey,
some.
You must have read my mind.
It's been some stuff going on. A lot of people have been using AIs, but for an artist to use AI, I haven't. Has anybody else seen a cover with a?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
See,
I mean, they probably have. I wouldn't put it past anybody to have done.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they already tapped into that already.
But the way you have the album cover set up, those are the different enigmas of said song.
Yeah, well, it was like, so I first of all with the artificial intelligence stuff, I've always had like one thing that was holding me back from releasing music is just the whole marketing and rollout plan, everything that comes with it. And so not just for the album cover, but for like anything that it can help with, I'm down to use, because it's like I got so much music, I've done so much. Yes, I can draw. Yes, I could probably make that to an extent by hand, but why do that when you can have it done so quickly, and now I can get my music out, all this other stuff. The vision for the album cover, first of all, I'll be on my Wu-Tang shit.
Shout out to Wu-Tang.
Like, that's my
Shout
guys.
out to Wu-Tang.
And the reason I be on my Wu-Tang shit is because I've been on my anime, manga, Dragon Ball Z, all that shit, and Kung Fu and all of that.
Right.
And so I just figured, like, the way that I'm rapping, cause of the Wu, I be saying like I'm swinging swords. Cause it sound, the way way I'm chopping it up, it sound like I'm just, like I say, I'm chopping it up. So in that sense, I just went with a Kung Fu master type of vibe and a more futuristic type of thing. And like, I wanted some colors that were like 90s Outcast type of
I get those vibes.
And then like I had one picture that I was going to use, but I decided to have 4 different versions, and in that they're supposed to all represent one person, which is me. But because I'm an enigma, it's you never know, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay. You got any questions, Unc?
Man, why you kill that beat like that, bro?
You know what? We got a behind the beat coming up, and we got a behind the whole making of the song situation. And I'm going to tell y'all on there, just like I'm going to tell y'all now, this nigga L would not send me no beats for so long. And he sent me a couple one time, and I was mad. Because I knew he had some bangers somewhere.
He was holding back.
And he was just throwing me some joints, just like, hey, man, see what you can do with that.
See what you can do with that.
And I was like, bro, I already know what I can do. I ain't going to do nothing on that, bro. Like, that ain't it. Because I did a few things on a few joints. You know what I'm saying? And I think at the first 2 joints, I did nothing. because I was just like, man, disrespectful. But then another couple of joints you sent me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work with these. And then it was probably a good minute before I got anything else, and I just knew the beats that I had got weren't the best beats that he had in his batch.
Okay.
I just knew it.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know if I would told you that, and then that's when you sent me those beats, or if you had just sent. But I feel like I had told you that, and you sent me those beats. Like you sent me a couple of them. It was that and Fall For You, I think. And it was just before I was about to leave Cali, and I was like, I'm about to rip these.
I'm trying to think what was going on at that time.
But also, granted, I talk shit, but you was living life. Like, shit was going on. Like, I feel like I damn near got you back into making beats at a certain point.
Well, because...
Dang, how old is that beat?
2021.
It is 2021, ain't it?
2-year-old beat? Goodness gracious. Mm-hmm.
Shit, it's a 2-year-old song. I wrote and recorded it that day.
Yeah, because the stuff you talking about is beats I probably sent around 2016 or something like that, 2015.
Yeah, it was like 2017, I want to say.
Oh, man, that's when I just got out of jail and stuff.
Like I said, granted, they was living life and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you probably asked and I just picked something and sent it your way.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. And that's what it sounded like. And I was just like, nah, I gotta make you know that little cuz ain't just rapping.
Right.
No, but you know what? I did have a theme back in those days too, where I wouldn't send my hottest one to them first to see how they rap on it, to see if they gonna kill it. Then I'll pull out. So I probably no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Not with you. I wouldn't have been on that. Yeah. I'm saying I wouldn't have been on that with you. I would do that to some other people, but I wouldn't have been like tried to give you my best.
Nah, you did. But you gotta remember, I'm young. You know me since I was young, and when I came back, like after I sent you them 2 tracks, the Fall For You and what's your name, you was like, I didn't know you was going off like this, and you knew I was going off a little bit like that because I showed you the 2077 futuristic joints before that, but you were just kind of like it had wore off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think that was it.
But I wouldn't say that those were the first 2 fire ones because we had 2 other ones before. Yeah, because that's what
I'm thinking too. Because I'm like, it was some before that.
Yeah, no, them 2 just wasn't as hot as these 2, but they was better than the first joints that you sent me. Gotcha. And I actually rapped on the ones that came before this one. Man, I don't. And we just never.
Crazy, though, I really don't remember seeing you any of the beats. Like even with Enigma, I really. Because when you was like, we gonna do the video, and I was like, you know what?
I don't even remember.
I don't even remember because we didn't. Because now, oh my gosh,
man, what can we expect now? You got a single out. What's next? What is there an album coming in 2023? What you got brewing?
I can't say that yet.
I mean, that's too much info.
It's too much info.
It's too much info.
People want to know.
Just know there's a plan.
I had to pry a little bit.
Yeah, hey, there is a plan, and I'm glad you did. You know what I'm saying? There's a plan, but there's more music to come. Motherfuckers gotta, show love to this pod. You know what I'm saying? Show love to everything we got going on. And like I said, the album,
because there would be a time where this man is gonna be on tours and things like that, you know. Yeah. So he
we got to get it on the move. Like
he got to get his balance going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, AJ, Source want that interview. Dang, now?
Exactly.
Come on, bro. We got 30 minutes.
Humbler.
Man, exactly.
We got 30 minutes.
Hey,
and then we got to go get on the jet, go to London.
We're going to be knocking out the Humbler. That's not going to be no problem.
Right. That's going to be easy. Easy.
But yeah, that's... Thank y'all for helping me promote that.
Of course, man. Hey, y'all go cop Enigma, man. Out everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here's one thing that we also got to look at. Switching topics real quick. I think this will be our banger to leave on.
What's going on out here?
Let's see if we can find it.
Oh my gosh. I already know what it is. I already know.
Am I finna laugh?
TMZ, man.
Look at your boy. You out here massaging her?
Oh.
See, he was massaging her first. Oh, see.
No, look. This is a cut. This is a cut after the situation. Hold on. Oh, see, now I ain't see this one.
Whoa.
I ain't see this.
Yo.
Look.
Wait a minute.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wait a minute. Is that Lil Duval?
Yeah, hey, that's
that
crazy.
nigga is on some.
Look how uncomfortable everybody is, man. Nah, bro, that ain't even funny. Look at my man's.
That's nasty, bro.
That's a hella wild, bro.
Bro, you forcing it like that on national TV?
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
All right, man.
What did
I'm gonna let you take it away.
What did I just witness?
I just witnessed. What I seen was assault.
Assault. That's assault.
He grabbed her mouth, bro.
Grabbed her mouth.
Twice.
Grabbed her whole shit.
Yeah.
She and that bitch like, oh.
And she just like
resistful as heck.
That's nuts, man.
And he just laughing.
That's nuts.
do it
Shake
again.
a nigga hand. Do it again.
Do it again.
Osiris, bro, listen, man.
Hey, man.
If she got brothers, you a dead man.
That's nuts, man.
Nah, you can't be doing that, man.
You can't
That's
be
wild.
doing that,
Hey,
Chief.
Look at Lil Duval, bro.
Look at niggas' faces, man.
He started minding his business right after that.
Niggas is so uncomfortable. This nigga right here face. That's crazy.
Man, the facial expressions tell it all.
Bro,
Yeah,
it
Chief,
needs, bro.
you know you wrong, Chief.
Bro, what's up, man? What's up, bro?
What this
I don't know, bro.
No, real talk, man, because it's regular guys that be doing that. And when I say regular, I mean like.
But I'm trying to think, like, what's the mindset of a person to think they can just. But.
I always put it on.
What is it with her? Again.
What is it with her?
Well, all right, what's her name? Slutty who?
Slutty who?
Her name's Slutty.
Her
I'm
name's
so
Slutty
sorry. I
who?
shouldn't even say that.
Her name's Slutty who?
Her name Suki.
Suki Hana.
Oh wow.
Suki Hana.
You meant to say Suki Hana. I thought that
she
was
said
like her
some shit.
superhero name.
She was saying some shit one day. She was like, "Yeah, we slutty, da da da," and I thought that was like her name on some shit. I apologize. Miss
Okay,
Suki.
let me frame it.
I apologize.
Let me frame it then. So that happened. I earlier had seen a clip of the beginning of it, where it seemed like they were having a playful, friendly, flirting.
Back and forth banter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this was. It seems like some type of TV.
It's the basketball joint.
Okay.
The little celebrity basketball joint.
Okay. So they were having that. The first thing I seen was he tried to kiss her on the neck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they cut out that part.
They just sold it.
Yeah.
In that clip we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it was.
Yeah, he tried to kiss on her neck right here.
Then he
started trying to.
So they
grab her
cut
mouth.
it out in that other one because it just went straight to him walking out.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. Like,
boy, they be on them editings quick.
yeah, that's
Hey.
that's nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nuts.
Talking about 2 minutes tops. Got the whole clip ready.
Got the whole clip ready. But continue. What would you?
Okay, and so the situation is.
Oh my gosh.
The situation is the young lady, her persona and her rap, you know what I'm saying, aura, or whatever she is, and how she presents herself, how she talks, you know, her quotes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the queen sluts, you know.
So I wasn't.
You know, no, she's definitely there. Like I can't say what she does in private. You know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to her OnlyFans. I'm sure she has one, but she is a champion.
She has presented herself in that way.
Yeah, she's a champion. Now, that of course in no way,
shape or form,
makes it okay,
right,
for the young light-skinned brother to do something so heinous.
Man.
Now that was wild, but yeah, so I think the argument right now, if there even is an argument, because I think if there is an argument, it's probably because people haven't seen the full clip.
Mm-hmm.
But the people are arguing, you know, I don't think it's necessarily was he in the right or wrong, But I think good old men coming in and just saying, well, she got her ass out. You know what I'm saying? She got her ass out. Why wouldn't I chew on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how niggas is out.
That gotta be my age group, ain't it?
Man, I don't know, man.
That sound like my age group.
It's them, but then they also had kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know that
Sound like your mama.
Man.
So look, I got it, because here's my thing, too. It's two-sided. Because on one side, you got somebody who has put themselves in the public in this image. It's like putting some raw meat in the middle of the street and then get mad because a lion is coming. It's like that's what it's attracted to. So if you present yourself that way.
But they say because
Hold on. Let me finish.
The meat is packaged. The lion ain't supposed to touch the meat.
That's what I'm trying to get to. That's the point I'm trying to get to.
Even if the meat ain't got no package on, even if it's raw sitting there going bad.
Right. Look. But if you poke a hole in the plastic, that's all I'm saying. Because if that skirt too short, I can see that meat a little bit more. Yeah. It ain't as covered as much as it should be.
Still can't touch that.
It's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? You still can't use that as grounds though to
can't
have
touch
that
meat.
type of behavior. Exactly.
Listen, bro.
Gotta be a smart lion.
You gotta be a smart lion. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a smarter lion. You gotta have some self-control. Exactly.
You don't display control in public.
I mean, just period though. Just
you really don't. Period.
You don't display what?
Control in public.
What do you mean by that?
So that was forceful,
right?
And guys like that usually, oh girl, I'm gonna kiss you on live TV. Boy, no, you're not. Stop it. Don't be doing all that. Don't be now. You forcing.
Yeah.
And now with that bantering going back and forth, like you said, the flirting. Now he's challenged. Oh, you think I won't?
So he's provoked.
Oh, I don't like that word.
It is what it is.
I mean, true enough.
Because if we going back and forth and you're dealing with my senses, you're provoking me to.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I think on the basis level before you get to physically touching the person and grabbing their head.
Right.
And then even when you get to that point, when they start to fight you and you continue to fight with them.
The first little like that there, I'm done.
Because everything
all I need to hear is one no.
Exactly.
One.
Because to me, everything leading up is like, like you say, you got two different perspectives where it's like you seeing this woman who, and I'm using real quick the example of Tupac, right? So everybody say Tupac was a poet and he was smarter in school and this other stuff, and some people even claim Tupac was not even gangster.
A lot of people claim,
but that's not what Tupac fans think.
True.
Why don't Tupac fans think that Tupac wasn't gangster?
You got me.
Because of the gangster things he did in public.
Exactly.
Because somebody can become gangster at any point.
Exactly.
It's just a thin line between being a good person and something clicking. Now you're living that lifestyle.
So let's say, for instance, Suki is a wholesome girl.
Right.
And this ain't the life she don't like men talking aggressive to her.
All that.
She don't like the aggressive advances, none of that. But how do we know that? Exactly. That's not what she said. If she said it, it was somewhere that we didn't. It's not as obvious as, you know what I'm saying,
the other stuff.
Yeah. I heard you was a player, but I fucked your wife. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's not as obvious as that joint. Right. There's Dear Mamas.
Absolutely.
There's Dear Mamas, but it didn't do numbers like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what's been doing numbers for her specifically, which is probably why she doing it, because it's doing numbers. that has made her not only be presented like that, but just like Pac, it could turn you into.
Exactly. And that's what I believe.
You know what I'm saying? And so
Absolutely. Very good
that's
point.
one thing I like, not to say, like I said before, like that don't mean that it's okay for him to have done what he did.
Never justify the action.
Because I feel like they're both wrong, but his action outweighed hers.
Absolutely.
Like on a whole nother level.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Right.
But that had to be, I had to stand on that first and foremost, because I feel like in the women community at this moment, I've seen a lot of, just because she presents herself this way,
Right.
walks this way, talks this way, makes music like this, da 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 da, doesn't mean she's like this.
Mm-hmm.
You're correct. It doesn't mean it's okay for anybody to rape her or physically be aggressive with her or in a sexual harassment type of way. Correct. Mm-hmm. It does not. But also, it also doesn't mean that she's not wrong in the sense of, if you don't want to be portrayed or thought of in a certain way, don't portray yourself that way.
Absolutely.
Even more so when you're famous on a big stage. It's one, you've got your character, and you've got your demeanor, right? And who you are when nobody's looking, and then you've also got who you are when everybody's looking.
Right.
They've got a third layer, who you are when everybody in the world is looking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so you got it. We talk about brand being consistent with who you are as a person and your morals and all of that shit. That doesn't go out of the window for women
at all.
Exactly. And that's what we got to start holding y'all accountable on y'all end on that point. Cause it's
really
like
stand on it.
Yeah, man.
It don't make a physical altercation and aggressiveness okay. At the same time, we see women get sexually aggressive on men all the time.
Exactly.
Come on,
bro.
The difference is, a man could punch a woman in the face, right, and she be knocked out.
Right.
Whereas a woman, she may not knock that nigga out.
Right. Exactly.
So now you're in a more vulnerable state, but y'all use that to y'all advantage. That's another thing we got to talk about. Then on the last side of things, the last slice of the whole situation is women who don't like that type of aggression from certain men, but do from,
and it's just like, you shouldn't want that anyway.
Before we get to the point of fighting the kiss, the approach of it, how do you know when to and when not to, when the flirting was so potent, or maybe something was happening back scenes, or
right?
Because there's many a times where the opportunity it presents itself, it appears to present itself, mm-hmm, and nigga like me say, I'm gonna go ahead and go home tonight.
Straight up.
Cause I don't want no bullshit like that going down.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You fuck around getting there thinking that you've been getting some signs. What women talking about? I looked at them. Mm-hmm. That wasn't no shooting your shot.
Right.
If I take that as you shooting your shot and not come and try to, you know what I'm saying, take it to the next level, and then I gotta find out from you fighting me that that's not what you meant when you didn't say shit. That's why a nigga like me going home before I say even try no shit.
That's why the man walking up to the woman and trying to meet you has went down completely. Because there was a season when you were calling black men trash.
Straight up.
And there was a time when we would come and try to talk to you and you called us thirsty.
Man, one last time before you go even deeper. YK Osiris, fucked up. That was disgusting. That was wrong. Mm-hmm. Say I didn't say it again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, because look, it's.
But yeah, the whole thirsty thing, man. I'm like,
no,
thirsty.
because that, I think that's the main. Everything he just covered really breaks that whole scenario down, because something in him had him make that perception. And again, for the fifth or sixth time of us saying this, it does not justify his action
At all.
You see what I'm saying? Because he was wrong in that sense. But again, what was being done to alter a man's perception of what could be going on? But that's where he has to be wiser at, to understand. Just because somebody does that
doesn't mean it's one.
doesn't mean anything. I've seen women look at me and you think she like it, and then I've had girls, bro, and this really the story of my life. I don't be thinking they like me at all.
Facts.
And they be liking you.
You can say that again.
You know what I'm saying? And then I found out sometime long, what's name really want to holler at you. Man, for real, what? Like, I didn't know that.
Man, I don't pick up on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the
That's
stuff.
like that.
Exactly.
I'm keeping my distance, fam.
I don't even tune into anything that does not give me clarity.
Exactly.
About how you feel.
I'm so oblivious.
Right on your forehead.
Let's go back old school and write a note.
Write a note.
You know
Do you
what
like me? Yes or no? Slide it.
That's it. And you gotta give me the note. Slide me the
slide
note.
me the
I
note.
don't want no problems.
That's why.
Slide a
The
note.
kids had it
Harassment.
the right way. The kids had it the right way all along.
All along,
Going back
G.
to the note.
Going back to the notes.
Bro, I'm in the gym tomorrow on my gym crush. Excuse me. She like, oh no. You can stay there. I don't even need to use that. I was just gonna slide you that.
Right.
I'm gonna go back over here.
Go
You
back
send
over
me
here.
that.
If you don't bring it back to me, you can tear it up and throw it in the garbage.
Me.
Straight like
Hey,
that.
oh God, I'm on that.
It's the smartest thing to do.
And she gonna be like, oh, that's so cute. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the
Hell
smartest
yeah.
thing to
Straight
do.
up.
Because just that look is not enough.
It's not, man.
enough. Even if she's there talking about, oh, I see you, blah, 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 and she's communicating like that, that ain't enough.
It's not.
You need
Because I used to go with the double take.
What
The
you
double
mean?
take was
Break that down. Break that down.
Bro, if a girl double take you, she look you up and down, that was the signal. Back in the day,
You can't even really trust that no more.
no, you can't, but that used to be the signal.
But she could be like,
A double
She could double take and be like,
were ugly.
definitely not it.
Again, I'm talking about straight up now.
how about that boy
Definitely not
ugly?
it, like,
I had to
damn.
look again to make sure.
Make sure you
I
not
thought
it.
I saw a third eye on your forehead. You know what
That
I'm
nigga got a hole in his pants.
Oh,
trying to tell you, bro. It's
I
really
lost
that
a lot
bad
of them
out here.
like that.
It's really that bad out here. In
Man, that's sad,
2023.
man.
Yeah, man, it's
That's
nuts.
sad.
And on that note, man,
On that note,
be safe.
Hey, slide that
Be
note.
wise.
On that note.
When you
Slide
out
that
dealing-
note.
Dealing with women.
that's the title of this one. Slide that note.
Slide that G.
note. Slide that note to it, man.
Man, we
'Cause
finna
look,
put niggas on game. Niggas ain't even ready for that.
Hey,
Niggas
bro.
ain't even bold enough to slide the note these
Niggas
days,
not.
B.
Niggas not.
Slide the note. Somebody getting rizzy with that note.
Man, look, I get
Rizzy.
in a,
Classic Riz.
I keep a stack of folded notes in my back pocket, nigga.
Keep a
Already
stack of
been
index
checked.
cards.
You know what I'm saying? These just gonna be starting sitting in a box. Just write a box on that, bro. If she taking it, it's a done deal.
Yeah, bro. All right, man. That was a good one.
It was. It was.
Shout out to y'all for coming in and
Man.
dealing with us today. I'm your host, and this is a good night.
Stay humble, man. Stay humbler.
Stay humble. No, wait. Be humbler. Be humble. Be even humbler.
Be even humbler. La, 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 la.